What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. We got 50 moments filmed a second before disaster. Um, I might not react to this whole thing. I think I'm gonna react to only like 30 minutes. I'm gonna put the video in a link in the description, so y'all can check out the rest of the video and subscribe and like to the person who made this video. But yeah, let's get into it.
From a machine that abruptly began spraying liquid steel throughout a factory in Russia to a suspension
crazy.
bridge in Washington, twisting and bending in an almost surreal manner before ultimately collapsing due to an engineering failure, and a massive swimming pool in a beachfront building in Brazil crashing down into the parking lot below. Not to forget the famous stadium in Minneapolis, whose roof collapsed under the immense weight of snow. Here are 50 moments captured just seconds before disaster. The Port of Barcelona is one of the busiest passenger ports in Europe. The city is like a transportation hub in Europe, with an international airport nearby, and fast trains going through France and beyond.
Oh my god.
Now,
oh my
on
god.
Halloween of 2018,
y'all better
there was
run
an
faster
Italian
than that.
ferry loaded with cars and people trying to dock near the port.
It's about
But
to fall.
guess what? A storm showed up, and things went a bit haywire.
Oh
the
my
ferry
god,
ended
that
up hitting a
whole
loading
thing
crane.
fell.
And you know what's worse? A small fire started where the crane landed.
That's crazy.
And soon, a big black cloud of smoke filled the air. In just 30 seconds, the fire got worse.
Oh, that nigga, he taking off. Oh yeah, they jogging. They not serious, bro. They not serious. Oh yeah, he taking off. I hope that didn't hit nobody that was over there. I hope everybody saw that.
The ferry, though, backed away slowly, but here's the kicker. The crane that got knocked over had 6 containers full of super flammable stuff. It took the local fire department a few hours to put out the fire. Luckily, nobody got hurt, and the damage was kept to a minimum.
Okay.
Working in a factory can be risky, especially in places where safety rules aren't so common. It's even scarier in places dealing with molten metal.
I would never work in a place like
this.
this.
Really bad.
This is too crazy.
That's what the folks at a steel mill in rural Russia found
people
out the
die
hard way.
doing this type
On
of
December
stuff.
29th, 2013, workers at the Amur metal plant in Komsomolsk
look
on
at
Amur
this.
faced a terrifying moment. Something went wrong with a machine, and suddenly, liquid steel started spraying everywhere in the factory.
I would never. I would never be anywhere near that. You think I'm gonna be in the spot where like lava, like literal lava? That's basically what it is. Like, who's recording this? Get out! Get out! Get out! What are y'all doing? Who, bro? Get these people crazy. I would have been taken off, bro. I don't care how minimal it is or whatever. This is crazy. This is crazy. I would take off. And y'all just go walk right back over there, huh? Bro, all you need is just a little piece of that to touch you, and it's gonna hurt.
The accident forced the factory to close for a while to clean up and fix things, and to figure out why it happened so it wouldn't happen again. The person filming the video took big risks, standing right where the danger was. Luckily, he and the others weren't hurt, but it sure was a close call. Now, let's talk about a guy from Kamenko,
everybody
Russia,
know this
who could
video.
be called a demolition expert, but not in the best way.
This is
On
the
March
video
14th,
where he punched it, right?
2017, he and his friends
punches
found
it,
a
right?
rundown building in their small town and thought it would be fun to play with. So, what did they do? They started throwing bricks at one of the weak support columns. Not a great idea, right? You don't need a crystal ball to guess what happened next. Once they hit the support, the whole roof came crashing down.
If you take, I mean, y'all want it. Y'all just want it to happen to y'all.
Я за него говорю. Тоже, блядь, если
I mean, I guess doing this type of stuff is, bro. You almost died.
It's like a lesson in what not to do for fun. Surprisingly,
He
no
almost
one got
died.
hurt, but it's a reminder for all of us.
He's lucky he was fast
Ever
enough to
find a
react.
worn-out building, maybe just leave it alone.
Look at this.
And definitely don't throw
It
bricks
would have
at
fell
it.
on his head. He would have been dead.
Lashan, a city in Sichuan, China,
Whoa,
is home to over 3
that looks-
million people,
that looks
making it as
cool.
big as Chicago or Los
I
Angeles.
never saw that before.
It's famous for the giant Buddha statue carved into the mountain in the
I
8th
never saw that
century,
before.
But those mountains are prone to landslides during heavy rain, and flooding has become more common. In July 2019, road workers had a close call when
Oh my
a huge
God.
landslide tumbled down the mountain, smashing through a dam below.
Mm.
Trees and rocks were crashing down, and workers
That's a
had to run for their
giant
lives.
landslide. Oh
One
my
guy
God.
ran as fast as he could, while another jumped from his truck to watch.
I would never. I mean, things happen. I can't say I would never be in a situation, but that's like land. That's something I don't expect to happen. Like landslides is so like random to me. Like it's
In 2020,
like, since when?
floods got even worse, and emergency workers rushed to save the giant Buddha statue, now standing in water up to his toes. This 1,200-year-old relic hadn't seen water that high since 1949. Achka, a Hungarian city with around 35,000 people, faced a devastating disaster in October 2010 due to a catastrophic tailings dam failure. This dam held back a huge amount of red mud, a toxic byproduct of turning bauxite into aluminum oxide. On October 4th, 2010, a part of the dam collapsed, releasing about 1 million cubic meters of red mud into nearby towns. This substance is not only toxic, but, according to experts, can also be radioactive.
That looked crazy.
The aftermath footage of the dam failure looks like scenes from an Egyptian plague, with the red mud flooding the unsuspecting town. Residents worked hard to clean their streets, but the mud was everywhere, staining staircases and even covering someone's dog. The disaster resulted in 80 to 90 people going to the hospital.
This
with chemical burns,
reminds
and
me of like
sadly,
mulch.
10 lives were lost in
That's
the
what I was
area.
thinking about.
The day after the incident, authorities shut down production at the plant and ordered dam repairs. Despite this, the plant chairman aimed to resume production by the weekend, and the plant reopened on Friday. Shockingly, the
It's
plant
crazy.
boss and
This
14
this
employees
type of
were
stuff be
acquitted of
happening
negligence
all
charges
over
in
the world.
2016, causing anger among the local community. Suspension bridges are amazing examples of modern engineering, but not all stories about them are success stories.
One of my worst fears,
In the
man.
1930s, they started building a new bridge in Washington.
I would be so
and by
scared
July
to like.
1940, the Tacoma Narrows Bridge was officially finished. However, this bridge had a rough start. On November 7th,
I would be so scared to be on a
1940,
bridge
just
like
4
this
months after opening,
while
it
it's
faced
shaking.
a major disaster due to strong winds.
Like, bro.
Video footage from that day shows the bridge twisting and bending in a way that looks almost unreal.
Good thing nobody on
Eventually,
there.
It couldn't take it anymore and collapsed.
Bro, get off the bridge. Who left their car? You like. When was this? 1940s, they said? That's gotta be like. Oh my god. Imagine seeing this in person. Imagine seeing a whole bridge. Like, I would never get on a bridge ever
The
again.
design and flexibility of the bridge, combined with poor airflow, caused a phenomenon called aeroelastic flutter, stressing the cables until it failed. After the collapse, a new and improved bridge was built in 1950, and another
Okay.
one followed in 2007. The failure
Okay.
of the Tacoma Narrows Bridge became a case study in bridge design, teaching engineers valuable lessons that are now shared in schools worldwide.
That's a good thing.
In the realm of Latin American beauty, Brazil stands out with its breathtaking landscapes and tourist hotspots.
What is that?
But even cool countries can have
What
scary
the?
stuff happen.
What is
In
that?
Vila Velha, Espírito Santo, on April
What was
22nd,
that?
2021, a huge swimming pool in a beachfront building just crashed down into the parking lot below. Security footage caught the whole sudden collapse.
A whole
and it's crazy
pool?
that there was no warning.
An
Thankfully,
entire
no one got hurt,
pool?
but they had to kick out 270 people from the 90 apartments in the building. What's even
Bro,
scarier is that this happened in a
imagine.
brand new building finished in 2018.
Oh
The video spread like
no.
wildfire online, with
Oh
some folks
no.
pointing out the absence of rebar in the concrete,
This is
a common
why
construction method for strength and reinforcement.
I'm not even gonna pause
Thankfully,
it. I'm
despite the
I'm
human
trying to
errors
learn how to not
involved,
pause the
no
video.
lives were lost in this alarming incident.
This
The
is why you
Ituango
don't
Dam
get on pools like
project
that.
on
You
the
never
Cauca
swim in a
River,
pool like that, bro.
110 miles north of Medellin, Colombia,
Only
faced
swim
a
on
serious
ground
setback
pool.
on April 28, 2018. Just when it was almost done, a huge landslide blocked a tunnel meant to
Another
redirect the
land.
river during
Oh my
construction.
god, bro. Run.
With 2 other tunnels
That
already
looked like a movie
sealed,
scene.
water levels shot up fast, causing more landslides. To ease the pressure, they decided to flood the engine room on May 10th. 2 days later, a tunnel gave in, leading to massive floods downstream.
This video is pretty interesting. I might watch the whole thing. I don't know. Or I might cut it into parts maybe. I don't know. But if I don't watch the whole thing, I'm gonna put the video in the description so y'all can watch it if y'all really like interested to like all the other stuff.
Porto Valdivia bore the brunt, losing 59 homes, a school, and a healthcare center, displacing about 600 people. The Ituango Dam
Oh my
project's
God,
troubles
man.
escalated as experts
That's
warned of renewed
like-
landslide risks
that's
from
another
nearby
fear of
mountains that
mine,
could
you
block
know?
water intake tunnels, putting the whole project at risk.
Imagine
Taking
your
no
whole
chances,
house just-
Colombia evacuated 24,000 people downstream from the dam. It seems like the Ituango Dam
I feel
might
bad
be
for people that
Colombia's
had to
cursed
go through
project.
stuff like this for like hurricanes and
On May
tornadoes.
27th,
Man.
2014, there was a unique convoy from Abingdon, Virginia to Sevierville, Tennessee,
What's going on?
hauling a
What is he
colossal
doing?
steel beam that couldn't fit on a regular flatbed. The setup was unusual, with the front end on a semi-truck and the back end on its own platform, connected by the supposed stabilizing middle portion. However, things took a turn.
I mean, that
quite
looked-
literally.
that looked
Watch
pretty-
closely as they navigate a turn, and you'll notice a major flaw.
Oh,
There's
what?
nothing holding the rear
Ooh.
platform to the semi-truck.
Oh,
It
yeah.
seems they relied on the weight of the steel
Ooh,
beam
ooh.
to keep everything in check. But as the turn progresses, disaster strikes. The steel beam slides off, tipping over and taking the cab with it. The driver hastily exits the cab,
Yeah.
sprinting across the beam to check on his partner. Shortly after, another person rushes to assist. Together, they get into the cab, forcefully opening the door. Thankfully, it seems they managed to rescue the driver. Though we're not sure
Okay.
exactly where this
Yeah, I'm
mishap
pretty sure the
occurred
driver was
along the
okay.
journey,
That wasn't
it
bad.
undoubtedly caused quite a traffic jam as crews worked to clean up the mess. In the Brazilian state of Santa Catarina, a truck driver took an unconventional approach
It's
to
gonna hit the
transport a pool
bridge.
by strapping it vertically to their flatbed. While it's not unusual to move pools as a single piece, they're typically laid flat, not standing upright. On June 8, 2018, motorists trailing our pool-toting driver got a first-hand lesson in the perils of transporting pools in this manner. The pool took a leftward roll, gliding along the road for a few tense seconds.
Yep, there he go. There he go. They knew that was gonna happen. They recording it. They was like, yeah. This dude's about to get blown away, bro. I mean, it's all good until something happens, right? Everybody's recording it until something happens. Yeah. Yeah.
For context,
Oh, he
the
didn't
cost
flip.
of shipping a fiberglass pool typically ranges from $1,500 to $3,500, depending
Yeah,
on
they
the
pulled
distance
over.
from the manufacturing
Now,
plant.
some people would just
Considering
drive right
the
past
average
him and be
pool's
like, that's his
value hovers
problem.
around $35,000, attempting to cut corners on shipping costs seems a bit thrifty. Whether this trucker was a seasoned professional or just trying to save a few bucks remains unclear. Rigging a pool vertically turned it into a colossal sale, a move definitely not recommended.
He had the right idea though.
On May
like,
31st, 2016,
if he
Moscow
could
was
have
just
made
doing
it,
its
like,
usual thing, being the bustling city it is. But then, out of the blue, something underground decided to stir things up.
What was
Parked cars
that?
lined up for a rude awakening as an underground pipe went haywire, unleashing a nasty flood of murky
Bro,
water in
I
all
thought an
directions.
earthworm, a big worm was about to pop out the ground. What? That is so random. Earth is crazy. Like the
Trust
stuff.
me,
Like,
you don't want to know what else might have been in those pipes. Peering through the muck on the windshield, it's clear this wasn't your everyday water leak.
What
More
is it?
like a street-turning swamp. One poor
It was
car
a
parked
sewer?
right above the pipe blast ended up on its
No
side,
way.
and others got a share of the mess. Now, here's the
It's a
twist.
sewer.
Not a soul was around when the pipe decided to go on a water-spewing
Ew,
rampage. But our driver?
disgusting,
Well,
bro.
they lucked out because they forgot to switch off their dash cam after parking. Maybe they were hoping to catch something else, who knows? In Russia, dash cams are practically a must-have because the legal system there doesn't often side with eyewitness accounts. People gotta have that footage as evidence in court. And we can bet that
Okay.
this car wasn't the only one with front row seats to the bursting pipe spectacle.
Good thing he left it on.
In southeastern Brazil lies Brumadinho, a town of just over 40,000 people, and the unfortunate site of one
Oh
of
my
history's
God!
worst dam disasters. The Brumadinho Dam
What is that?
wasn't holding back water.
That's
Instead,
giant.
it held back toxic mining leftovers called tailings. Then, on January 25th,
Wow.
2019, without any warning, it all came crashing down. Imagine
Oh
this,
my God,
a
look
massive
at
mudslide
that.
swallowing up the Corrego de Feijão iron mine,
Look at
catching
that.
employees off guard
That
during
looks
lunch.
insane.
The slide ripped through the forest, covering miles before reaching the
That
Paraopeba
looks
River.
insane.
A stationary
bro.
camera captures the entire mountainside, the dam holding back the tailings right before it gives in. The earthen wall collapses, triggering a landslide that wipes out everything in its path. Mud and debris rush over the trees, heading straight for the mine.
That
The
looked
dam was owned by
insane.
Vale, the big shot in iron ore and nickel production globally. And guess what? They were also responsible for another disaster in Mariana, Brazil, just 4 years earlier. This time, the Brumadinho collapse took a toll, 270 lives lost, mainly Vale employees enjoying their
270?
lunch when disaster struck. One survivor, Elias Nunes, shared his gut-wrenching tale with the BBC. In the global
May they
pursuit
rest
of
in
renewable
peace.
energy, enter wind turbines, basically the opposite of fans.
Ain't this the
Instead
video
of
when the
using
two dudes was
electricity
on
to
top
make
of there?
wind, they harness the wind to generate power. You've probably spotted these giants all over the planet. Yet, even the most cutting-edge turbines can go from green energy to a fiery spectacle, as seen over a decade ago in North Ayrshire, Scotland. On December 8th, 2011,
You know
a
what's
jaw-dropping
crazy?
scene unfolded. A wind turbine went up in flames.
I don't want to pause the video. You know what's crazy? I never seen one like this in real life.
Plummeting to the ground.
I've never
Hurricane-force
seen
winds,
one like this in
fiery
real
episode
life.
occurred even though the turbine
I've
was
always seen them on
supposedly idle at the
movies,
time.
videos, and TV. In GTA. I never seen it in real life. I never seen this thing in real life. That's crazy. Where I'm from the south. I never seen this.
Quick-thinking fire crews swooped in, eventually dousing the blaze.
I never seen
but,
this.
surprise, this wasn't a one-time
The
show.
only ones
Fast
I
forward to
did see was the
2017,
little
and Italy
farm,
witnessed
the
its
little
own
farm
turbine
wind things,
fiasco,
but I never seen
captured
this.
by locals.
This thing.
This time, the failure was on a grander scale.
Dang, what if that hit somebody? That's I mean, like, come on, like, thank God, like, thank God that it flew that way and not towards somebody.
Like the Scottish incident, the exact cause remains a mystery. Something inside the turbine went haywire, sending it into an uncontrollable spin. Eventually, the mechanical bits couldn't handle the stress, and the whole thing went kaboom. At the end of the day, at least nobody was injured in either of these events.
Yeah.
Edenville,
Thank
Michigan is a tiny spot on the map, Cozy on the eastern banks of the Tittabawassee
Yeah,
River.
I can tell that was
Now,
gonna
about a mile
happen.
north,
I'm looking
or
at
what
it.
used
I'm
to be
looking at it.
north,
I can
stood
just
the
tell just by
Edenville
looking
Dam,
at that.
a crucial player in forming Wixom Lake by holding back the
I
Tittabawassee
mean,
and Tobacco Rivers.
landslides
Notice I
look
said used
so
to be, because
weird.
come May 2020, that dam decided to call it quits. Here's the lowdown.
Like,
Relentless rain hammered the Edenville Dam
when
and
you
its
see
surroundings,
land break apart like
causing
that
the
and just
eastern side of
slide,
the earthen
it's so
embankment to
weird.
fail catastrophically. The influx of water forced residents in Edenville and Sanford to evacuate as water headed downstream to the Sanford
Look at
Dam
that.
about 10 miles
It just
away.
it's so smooth.
One lucky resident was there to film the moment when the dam initially broke.
It's so
We
smooth.
can see a little
like,
water trickling through the earthen dam. Perhaps that was all our cameraman needed to see to know the dam was about to fail. Finally, the pressure builds to its breaking point, and then, bam! The dam breaks, and the mud and grass slide forward, releasing all the water.
I mean,
There it goes.
yeah, you knew it was about to
There it
happen.
goes.
This isn't a big thing though. From like the looks of it, it looks pretty small, like a small little something that's not bad, you know.
There we go. There's the rush.
You could like, yeah. I mean, he's standing right there, like.
Fast forward to a hefty 502-page report by an independent forensics team. They pinned the blame on the dam's original construction and decades of poor management. If the folks in charge back then had played their cards right, we might not have had this dam disaster on our hands. Basically, the builders of this nearly 100-year-old dam back in the 1920s took quite a few shortcuts. Classic move, but not the best one.
That's a dashy joke. That's
Let's
a
talk about
dashy
power
joke.
lines. Those unsung heroes delivering electricity to our
That
homes.
looks kind of
But
cool.
sometimes they have their
Oh,
own
never
light
mind.
show. Ever
I
heard
mean-
of arcing? It's like power lines deciding to dance with electricity, creating sparks that
I've
light
never
up the
seen
night
this.
sky. Now, while it might seem
I've never seen this in real life.
it's a bit like playing with fire, but with a lot more volts. Now picture this. Louisiana is not in the spotlight for its winter
Hey,
wonderland,
that's where I'm
but for a
from.
historic
I
winter
never
storm
seen.
turning power lines into a dazzling display. The air crackled with energy, and those power lines put on a show that no one had asked for. But here's the silver lining. No one got hurt. Amidst the sparking spectacle, safety prevailed.
I don't recognize this. I don't recognize this city. I don't know what it at. Oh, I never seen it. I never seen something like this, but I heard it before. I like the sound. It sounds so.
How's it going on?
I don't know how to explain it. It sound cool. It sound cool. I never seen it though. I would have saw this and I would have I don't know. I'd probably do just like him. I'd have been standing like 50 feet away recording
You
it.
ain't doing nothing now.
It's a reminder that even in the face of nature's light show, we can come out unscathed. So, while the power lines put on their unexpected performance, the real star of the show was the fact that everyone made it through unharmed. Kaohsiung City in southern
Oh, no,
Taiwan
it's
is
about
this
to fall.
bustling coastal hub known for shipping out top-notch
can tell it's
bananas,
about to fall.
pineapples, and peanuts. You can zip between Kaohsiung and Tainan on the high-speed rail if you're in a hurry. But picture this. On April 1st, 2022, chaos
Yeah,
hit
bro.
the city. A demolition squad
I
showed
can
up to
tell.
wreck an old silo building, but things went haywire.
He's hitting
The
it,
wrecking
but
ball guy booked it when the building decided not to fall the right way. This
Well, it's
scene
about to fall
unfolds at
towards
the
him?
Southeast Cement Corporation site in
Ooh.
Nancy District. Supposedly, the plan was a 3-step demolition.
Ooh.
Empty the silo,
Oh.
clear out the odds and ends,
oh,
then knock it down.
That's a
Instead, they rolled in with a wrecking ball and
oh
went
my
on a
god. That's not a
smashing
good
spree.
fall. Oh
The
my
building
god.
ended up toppling the wrong way, crashing onto power lines that fed the high-speed rail, putting it out of commission.
I hope that dude okay. I didn't see him get out, bro. Did he leave? They say that he ran. Let me see. I need to see him run. That is so bad. I don't see him. Oh, there you go. There you go. He knew. Bro took off. Thank God.
The company got hit with a 300,000 Taiwanese dollar fine, around
he knew.
10,000
He
US
got out
dollars
of there.
initially.
He got out of
Then,
there.
the Environmental Protection Bureau slapped them
And
with
it
a hefty
it
5
felt
million
like
Taiwanese dollar fine for the dust pollution mess.
I think he made it.
Picture this
Yeah,
chaotic
of course he
scenario.
made it.
In the midst of automated fish processing, a sudden influx of fishes breaks the routine. What started as a regular
Whoa.
operation takes an unexpected turn as an overwhelming
Whoa.
surge of fish floods the processing area.
I mean, I know you're not trying to push back the fish. I know you're not trying to push back the fish, bro. This is
It's
so...
not just a few extra, it's an abundance that turns the room into a marine whirlwind amidst the
oh my
aquatic
god,
chaos.
look all
An
those
employee steps
fish.
in, trying to halt the
Oh
relentless
my
flow,
god.
but the sheer volume
Oh
of fish
my
proves to be a
god.
formidable opponent. It's a struggle against the
Oh
tide,
my
a battle
god.
against the unexpected,
Ugh.
as the room becomes filled with an
It's...
abundance of
I
aquatic
know.
life.
Oh my... I know. Oh my god. I know the smell. I know what it's smelling like. Do you smell what the fish is cooking? I know the smell. Ew, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. That's so much fish. So you telling me we killed this much fish, bro? You telling me we killed this much fish? This is a lot of fish, bro.
Oh, he does, huh?
This is a lot of fish, bro. Like, if you can take this, you can. If bro, if a lot of people bum rush this building, like people that needed food, if
Kind of have to go down to go back up.
like, this is some like Jesus thing. Like, it's so much fish.
Saved it. What's that guy's name again?
Wait, he saved it. He stopped
He's
it.
like right under Bruce.
He stopped the fish.
He's badass. Damn.
I mean, I would be standing there like that too. Like, it's so full of fish you can't tell it's fish. There's so much fish you cannot tell that it's fish. I would be standing just like him. I would be shocked. I'd be like, this is so much fish. It looked like a swirl of just random stuff. Like, it looked like water or ice cream or something. Like, it's so knee deep in fish.
Despite the initial challenge, our determined employee refuses to be defeated. After a relentless struggle, he manages to bring an end to the aquatic deluge, restoring order to the fishy mayhem. Welcome to
Give that guy
a
some
place
money.
That might
Give
not
that
be
guy
on
some
your
more
daily
money
radar, but it's got
for
a big
that.
role in the energy game.
Give
Think
him
of it
like
as a
that could have messed up
powerhouse
the whole
hosting
thing. Like, y'all
Indonesia's
gotta give him
largest
200
oil
plus.
refinery. This spot is no small player. It's where the magic happens, turning black gold into all the fuel that keeps us moving. Now, let's switch gears. And not in a good way.
This
Cue
looks
the unexpected
ridiculous.
twist. Picture this drone view capturing not the
Imagine,
usual hustle and
imagine
bustle,
this turns
but an
into a
explosion that
tornado.
shook the core of this energy
That would
hub.
look clean.
Dark clouds? Yeah, they weren't there for a weather forecast.
Has there
This
ever
wasn't
been
just a fireworks show gone wrong? No,
a
it was
black
the largest
tornado
oil
with fire?
refinery in Indramayu
Like a black
deciding
fire
to play
tornado?
with fire. Suddenly, the air wasn't filled with the usual refinery buzz. Instead, it was thick with ominous clouds. A stark reminder that even the giants in the energy world can have a bad day. Indramayu, usually a symbol of productivity, found itself in a moment of chaos, reminding us that even the most vital places
I might
can
stop the
face
video
unexpected
after this one.
challenges. The city
no,
of
after this
Minneapolis
one, after this one,
once
after this
housed
one.
the massive Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome, the Minnesota Vikings' home turf for over 30 years. But in mid-December 2013, disaster
I really like
struck
this video, though.
iconic stadium.
I don't know. I
It
might
all
cut this
began
into
with
parts.
an overnight blizzard, turning the Metrodome into a snowy battleground. As
On
the
the side,
storm
it says
intensified,
creep
the
caught.
stadium's roof started to buckle under the snow's weight. Attempts to clear it failed, and by Sunday morning, the roof reached its breaking point. Fortunately, security cameras captured the entire spectacle for us. First, snow seeped through the sagging roof, hinting at impending doom.
Yeah.
Moments later, the entire structure collapsed, releasing a snowfall
I've seen
onto the
this
field.
video.
Another angle
I
shows the
think
roof slowly sinking over a minute, small tiers allowing snow in,
I think
while
everybody
lights and scaffolding added to the weight. By the end, the
I think
roof
everybody's
nearly
seen this
touched the
video.
field. The collapse resulted from a mix of factors, including the roof's age and the snow's weight. Made of Teflon-coated fiberglass fabric, the inflatable roof
I'm pretty
had
sure I
grown
saw this
brittle with
video
age.
before.
A 7-inch snowfall in Minneapolis added immense strain.
That's
The Metrodome met its end in 2014, replaced by a new arena with a more robust roof.
how much did this cost?
Dos Hermanas, a Spanish
Oh,
city with around
hold on.
131,000 residents,
Let me
is
see.
home to
Let
many
me see what he's
workers in the
cooking.
Alu Europa aluminum factories.
Let me see what he's
8
cooking. Let me see what's
colossal
going on.
buildings and warehouses just outside town. Dealing with aluminum and metals can get dicey when they catch fire, as water.
All right. It's about to go bad. All right, y'all. So, that was some of the moments filmed second before a disaster. Some moments. There's 50. I don't even know which one we all. I don't know. I might cut this into parts, maybe. I don't know. If I come back to this video, it's gonna be a part 2. But I'm gonna put the video in the description. Y'all can go watch it. Check it out. Check out the rest of the video if you're interested. Like, share, and subscribe. I'ma see y'all in the next video. Peace.